It's a beautiful day here, a little loud, but great day for pouring concrete. It's not that cold, about -5. We got Omega's back on site here, cleaning everything up. And yeah, they're out here pumping away. So we got the pump truck in the back there. The guys are up on the forms, just throwing concrete in now. You see wing walls are all poured down there. Everything's making good headway. All the way over there, guys are out there pouring, so things are looking good. We're happy. Temperatures are awesome. So I mean, like it's not cold at all. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Basically, it looks like building 2 is poured now. It's only at noon, so we've made good time. Guys showed up 10:30, so about an hour and a half per building. They're just in there. They got the vibrator, the concrete vibrator, just to get that concrete to settle down properly. And yeah, those trucks that are in the background there, a little bit unique. So they don't have like a typical concrete truck here where you see that mixer on the back. What this is it's they call it the ready mix. At least Omega calls it ready mix. I don't know what the actual trucks are called, but they have sand, gravel, so they're aggregates, and then they've got concrete and water in that truck, and they mix it all to order. So they're mixing it as soon as it's going into there. That slump is just awesome. The strength that you get out of those is significantly better. Something tells me you need more trucks. I don't know if that's true, but it just feels like you do. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along. It's making me happy. It's a beautiful day for this. I'm going to do a little bit of recording, just audio over top of this video here, now that I'm inside and it's nice and warm. So that's the boom crane. You can, for the concrete pump, you can see it moves pretty far. I mean, we're talking, that lot's probably 100, well, it's 120 for sure. You're probably 90 feet back, the back there now. Just from the property, then there's another 10 feet to the sidewalk and then another 5 feet on the sidewalk. So, I mean, you're talking, yeah, it's just over 105, maybe 110 feet of reach there, which is really quite far. So not only that, but I mean, the weight of the concrete that you have to push through there. So those pumps are pretty strong. The amount of weight that sits on those, it's pretty neat. That was a bit of an older truck too, an older Mack truck, which was kind of neat to see. I mean, I don't know what constitutes an old concrete truck anymore for pump truck, but that probably looked like it was like 98, 99. Those 2 white trucks right there, those are 2 new additions. We picked those up at the auction. So we're gonna get those all badged up, just had them in for servicing, make sure everything was all good on them. So it is. Again, there's the guys on the pump truck. They're just placing the concrete. Now you can see that tree on the right hand side there. That one there is going to have to get trimmed up as we start to frame. It's going to be just in the way. So the way City of Calgary bylaw works is that you can actually trim the trees if they're over top of your property line. But I mean, I'm obviously going to reach out to the neighbors and let them know, hey, look, we got to trim this back a little bit. And I'm even going to give them the option, like if they want us to get rid of that tree, we'll do that for them. Just it prevents maintenance nightmares in the future. If it gets too windy, the tree decides to blow towards the unit, and all of a sudden I've got scratched up fascia or eaves troughing is damaged or something like that. So if they're open to me taking the tree down, I'll probably just pay to have it removed. Problem is that it throws off the balance of their house, but I'll leave it up to them. So these drones have been really awesome to be able to get these kind of views that we're getting. You can actually look down there far right by the porta potty. On the left of that blue porta potty there is our temp power, and so that's just power coming in from NMAX. And then on the right hand side, we've got all the stairs for both buildings there. They're really long runs. Those are 16 runs. So that means it's 16 steps, so 16 rise. You'll see right in the middle of each building, so you'll see building on the left, building on the right there, that's called Building 1 and Building 2. Building 1 is towards the street, Building 2 is the one in the middle of the lot. In between those is actually where your party wall footing is. So it's raised up so that you can actually build your double 2x6 wall staggered on that, and that's going to support your joist. But it's a little bit less expensive than pouring the concrete, but that isn't really the main reason that I chose to do that. The main reason is actually that I can now heat in between both units just with one heater. It's actually going to take two if it's a little colder, but I can actually run them just through the one area. And then all the trades working back and forth, they can just go straight through. They don't have to go upstairs and then back down. So we just basically knock out one of the party wall studs and let it walk all the way through. This here is our first lumber package. It's our lumber delivery. For the most part there, that is 70 grand worth of lumber. So it's no small amount, but it's not that much either. So, I mean, when you see it on site, you realize it's a lot of lumber, but then when you put the number to it, you go, it's not that much. So it's interesting. So these buildings here are 21 feet long. So each building there you'll see from the front to the back is 21 feet from outside to outside. Those manhole covers that you see up in there, those are actually for our DSSP, so that's our Deep Site Service Plan, and essentially what it's dictating is the water runoff, because we're going to have such a large amount of building coverage. They wanted to see where that water is going to go, how it's going to be managed, so it doesn't just flow off into the neighbor's yard and then flood their basements. So what we end up having there is the one that's in the middle of the lot is actually the main collector. So that one's going to collect off of the majority of the buildings, and it's actually sloped down to there in between the two buildings as well. And then that one actually has a pipe that goes around the north side of building 1 and runs around into the other manhole cover that's there up at the front. And so that manhole up at the front is got about 6 to 7 feet down below where the footing is. So it's got an additional depth of 6-7 feet, and that's filled with just really heavy rock. So you're talking something the size of your fist, and that fills that up, and essentially it's like a French drain. So all of the water will run off from the buildings. So at the rear of the building, what they'll do is they'll run off into the mid manhole, and then same from the front. And then it runs all the way around and goes into that French drain for the drainage. We've got lots of dirt there piled off onto the side. So on the north side, which is a lot that we're going to probably dig in March, we're just running through building permit right now. So the development permit has been approved, and now we're just waiting on the building permit. But that north lot is got a big pile of dirt that's waiting so that we can utilize it to do the backfill once DSSP is complete. So we've got December 29th being quite a busy day in there. We're going to go in, have the buildings will be wrapped, they'll be graveled, and they'll also have the weeping tile installed. And then we've also got the electrician, he's in there plugging away to get all of his LBs run. Just 29th is busy. Then the 30th also we have our first inspection. They're going to come around, check out the foundation, and then basically just read some paperwork and make sure that concrete samples are good, engineering's fine, the geodesic survey for the main floor has been completed, and that we're at the appropriate height. But anyway, that's kind of the process here, and it is it's a good site. It's a good site. Having the extra 50 by 120 space to the north side has really been nice to have. It's a good spot to have the framers build on. Cribbers had some extra room to work with. So yeah, it's been nice. But I'll keep these things updated as we go, and the next step is framing, and that's actually due to start tomorrow. So you'll definitely see some progress videos coming up.